What's good, YouTube? Welcome back to another reaction video today on my channel. Now look, we are here on some different type shit, bro. I just listened to the Harvey Seesaw John, Millennials versus Gen Z, and I'm sitting over here repping the 90s. I'm like, bro, a lot of you new niggas don't even know what the 90s looked like. And then I looked up, and there's this channel called Daily Life and Popular Culture, reading through history, 1990s, dog. My man got a whole catalog of all the goddamn decades, bro, you know? So, bro, we about to go down memory lane. If you're a 90s baby, you grew up in the 90s, born in the 90s, maybe you was a teenager in the 90s, you still experience the life of greatness, dog. Greatness, goddammit, you know? So, here we are, bro. This is what life was like in the 1990s. Why am I so excited about this, bro? I am like, okay. Relax.
The 1990s were an interesting time in America.
Sure. Lion King.
What new items were people enjoying during the day?
Look at that phone. That's the joint they had. What was that movie? He was, I think it was The Wash. He was like, foe. He's probably trying to say four. Nah, that big ass computer though. Ugh.
Decade. What did Americans do for entertainment? The American family looked increasingly different as the 1990s progressed. While there were many families that fit the traditional mold of a mother, father, and children, many less traditional types of families were becoming commonplace. Single-parent families became common, and many children had a stepmother or stepfather or
Yo, this joint really diving in deep to like lifestyle. Wow.
both, as divorced parents remarried.
In my category, I was born from a single mother, bro. My dad was definitely in my life, but they were not together, bro. Crazy.
The concept of the stay-at-home mother had nearly become a thing of the past, as both
It definitely was a generation where the husband will go to work and the wife will stay home. Breakfast, dinner, take care of the kids, bathe the kids, homework with the kids. Husband come home, he get the big piece of chicken.
both parents worked out of necessity to make ends meet and provide additional income for the family. At the beginning of the decade, the average income was close to $29,000.
That's amazing. Inflation is crazy. $29,000 might be less than minimum wage today. I believe that's less than minimum wage today, bro. Oh, man. Things were way cheaper back then. I mean, pay was cheaper, obviously, but you could probably get by better, you know? I don't know.
While at the end of the decade, this had risen to more than $40,000.
Damn.
Of course, a person's income would vary depending on their chosen profession. The price of a new car in 1990 was about $16,000.
Bro, the price for a cheap ass car, it might be a piece of shit like this. $25,000, $23,000 for a brand new car. Yeah, they run it up, bro. The amount of the income it started with in the beginning of the year is how much a car costs. It's the shitty version. It ain't even a top model, top brand. Like,
by the end of the decade, the price had risen to $21,100. Of course,
to think about it, some used cars is these prices now. Oh my god.
the price someone paid was largely determined by the make and model of the vehicle.
That's that shit right there, yeah.
Some prices actually went down as the decade progressed. For example, in 1990, a gallon of gas cost $1.34, while in 1999, a gallon of gas cost $1.22.
I remember this one. I actually remember both of these. I remember my dad pulled up to the gas station. He put $10 in his tank, and it filled that bitch up. You can't do that. $10 will get you one tick, bro. That's it. Like, oh man. Gas
The
like
average
almost
price
$4.
of a postage stamp in the 1990s was 30 cents. A loaf of bread cost $1.50.
Wow.
And a gallon of milk cost $2.20.
Milk is like $6. I think bread is like $3.50.
9 cents. A nice leather jacket might have cost someone about $100, while a new video game system sold for about $100.
I had one of these, bro. The Sega Genesis. Not this model, but the other model. Man. I played Sonic, and the hardest game that I ever played was that Lion King game, dog. That game is hard as fuck.
160. Many of these prices would have varied from one region of the country to another. Throughout the 1990s, several pieces of technology became increasingly common for American families. The cell phone, or mobile phone.
Why does cell phone come with a bag, bro? Bro, it's the joint they used on Jurassic Park.
Phone, as they were called at the time, became an everyday sight in many larger cities.
That big ass phone. Shout out to Nokia for holding us down back in the day, dog. Making indestructible phones that last for like two to 3 weeks, bro. I'm lying. It's probably like 4 days max. But like without charging, crazy.
However, by the end of the decade, only about 28% of all Americans had a cell phone.
The flip phone, bro. Playing Snake.
The personal computer became increasingly common in homes as well. Personal computers had been available since the late 1970s, but new operating systems in the 1990s, such as Windows 3.1 and Windows 95, made the computer more user-friendly.
That's when they had that.
Before long, parents were keeping track of their finances.
Bro, that joint got a floppy disk on it. I guarantee you go to any kid this generation and ask them what a floppy disk is, dog, they not gonna know what that is. Is that what the NBA do? They flop? I don't know, bro.
And students were typing their homework on their home computer. In 1989, the World Wide Web was open for commercial public use.
That's nuts.
As the decade progressed, most Americans got their first glimpse of the internet. By the year 2000, it was estimated that there were more than 295 million internet users worldwide.
That's crazy. To watch technology.
Television continued to be a favorite form of family entertainment.
Hell yeah. Some of the best
family
cartoons came out in
sitcoms
the
were
90s.
still popular. Full House, Home Improvement, Roseanne, and The Simpsons were amongst the most popular. However, as most families had more than one television, TV shows became increasingly focused towards certain demographics. For example, adults might have been watching Seinfeld, ER, or Murphy Brown, whereas teenagers might have been in the next room enjoying Friends, Beverly Hills 90210, or Beavis and Butthead. Movies also played a dominant role in the entertainment industry throughout the 1990s. Animated films experienced a renaissance.
4 classics right here, bro. Yeah, my generation's the best.
As Disney saw box office success with Beauty and the Beast, Aladdin, and The Lion King. In 1995, Pixar released Toy Story, the first feature-length computer-animated film. This innovative film helped to revolutionize.
You know what's crazy? Watching Toy Story today, in
not
Bug's
only
life,
animated.
It's crazy. Watching it today, it looks terrible, but just how strong the story is, you can still sit down and enjoy that movie, bro. Because the story literally carried you along the journey, bro. Even though graphically it aged terribly. Like, look at his eyes, bro. This man looked like I don't even know, an NPC.
Films, but live action films and video games as well.
Oh my God, man.
In June of 1993, director Steven Spielberg kept audiences on the edge of their seats with Jurassic Park. And then, in November of that same year, he delivered the powerful Holocaust drama Schindler's List.
Classics.
The Silence of the Lambs and Pulp Fiction were other films that captured the country's attention.
Oh my God. Say what again? Right.
Most American families enjoyed professional sports in the 1990s.
Legends.
Major League Baseball suffered in popularity because the players went on strike in 1994. The strike began in August of 1994, which meant there was no postseason play and no World Series that season.
Oh, wow.
The strike did not end until the spring of 1995, causing the 1995 season to begin nearly a month late. On the field, The Atlanta Braves played in 5 World Series throughout the decade, but won only 1 championship.
Damn. That sucks.
The Braves were led by pitcher Greg Maddux, an 8-time All-Star who won the Cy Young Award 4 times. In 1998, Americans were riveted by Mark McGwire and Sammy Sosa as they both chased the single-season home run record. McGwire established the new record with 70 home runs, while Sosa finished with 66. Michael Jordan and his Chicago Bulls dominated the National Basketball Association throughout the 1990s. The Bulls won the NBA championship 6 times, and Jordan was named the league's most valuable player 4 times in the decade, an award he won 5 times in his career. In 1992, NBA players were...
Look at that young-ass Charles Barkley, dog. Magic, Bird, oh my God.
Allowed to participate in the Summer Olympics for the first time. The United States assembled a team of the best players the NBA had to offer and easily won the gold medal. This super team became known as the Dream Team. The best team in the National Football League throughout the 1990s was the Dallas Cowboys. Led by quarterback Troy Aikman, running back Emmitt Smith, and wide receiver Michael Irvin, the Cowboys won the Super Bowl in 1992, 1993, and 1996.
Damn, they ran the 90s, bro.
The Buffalo Bills, led by Jim Kelly and Thurman Thomas, appeared in 4 consecutive Super Bowls,
lost all
but did not win a championship.
Trash.
John Elway, Brett Favre, and Barry Sanders were other extremely popular players throughout the decade. In the world of music, Mariah Carey became one of the most popular singers of the decade, producing an impressive 14 #1 songs.
Damn.
Throughout the decade, Carey sold approximately 97 million albums worldwide.
That's pretty good.
Garth Brooks made country music popular throughout the nation. Brooks sold millions of albums and produced 18 chart-topping songs, while another 13 reached the top 10. The sound that possibly defined the decade became known as alternative rock, or grunge. This was a distinctive style of music that did not fit the constructs of pop music, rap, country, or any other genre. Pearl Jam, the Red Hot Chili Peppers, and Stone Temple Pilots were alternative groups who experienced considerable success. However, it was Nirvana that set the standard for alternative music. Led by Kurt Cobain, Nirvana became extremely popular in the first half of the decade. Sadly, Cobain took his own life in April of 1994. Fashion in the 1990s was molded by other cultural influences of the day. For example, alternative music performers popularized the grunge fashion trend of unkempt clothing and hair. Flannel, plaid shirts, and...
Boy, what they wear. This is normal for the 90s. The girls wear their pants super high up. This just wasn't, at least black people.
Long hair also became popular. Styles worn by hip-hop.
There we go. This is what the black people wore. Yo, this shit cool though, bro. Fucking crisscross with the...
Artists were also common in the early part of the 1990s.
Tops, bro.
By the end of the decade, fashion was trending more towards the stylish and glamorous. As with fashion of any decade, the trends would largely be determined by what part of the country someone was living in and that individual's age at the time.
That's facts. That is facts.
It should be remembered that not every family experienced the 1990s in the same way. These were just a few of the broad trends that were predominant throughout the decade. Each family and individual had a unique situation with their own stories, taste, and preferences.
That's fire. Personally, I like how he touched on a lot of different topics but didn't dive deep into certain things like TV, for instance. He didn't really dive deep into what exactly kids were watching during that, or more movies that was out around that time, toys that was out around that time, commercials. So he didn't dive deep into the product, but he made it known that a lot of people were watching these things around this time. People experienced this around that time. So and I do like the fact that you say all this stuff was going on and not everybody experienced the same thing or things the same way, which is crazy. So it's kind of fire breaking that down that way. The 90s is fucking amazing, dog. That's the first comment up here. 90s were amazing. We already had a lot of technology, but kids still got together and played outside, dog. What you know about tag, TV tag, manhunt, freeze tag, bro? Curveball. I don't even know if they do that everywhere, but where I'm from, curveball was a thing, dog. I gotta YouTube that. I wonder if that's on YouTube, man. That is crazy. I don't care how much time goes by, I'll forever be stuck in the 90s. Movies, music, cartoons, toys, wrestling. Hell yeah, wrestling. It never gets old for me. Facts, bro. The 1990s were a perfect combination of technology and social life. Yeah, because you had technology, but you still go out and actually communicate with humans, He didn't even mention a pager. Did he mention a pager? He had that big-ass phone with the pocketbook to it. And then the little Nokias. Pagers was out in the 90s, dog. Oh, my God. Kids today will never know the struggle of fighting someone to get off the computer so you could use the phone. Oh, first verse, the dial-up internet. Dial-up internet is crazy. Get off the phone. Go get off the computer. I'm trying to use the phone. You can't do both at the same time, dog. Oh, man. They didn't even mention landlines, dog. People had landlines. Hello, is so-and-so home? Yeah. Hey, yo, something's on the phone. And you got to come down to the phone and answer the phone, bro. And hope nobody else is on the other line upstairs ear hustling in your conversation. Here breathing. But, yo, you good? That ain't me. Is that you? That ain't me. Somebody on the other phone upstairs listening, dog. I was the one listening. Oh, my God, bro. Bring back so many memories, man. The 90s was a party that lasted for 10 years. It was a blast. I can't lie. The early 2000s was cool, too. Early 2000s was cool. They do got a 2000s one. All right, so yeah, you know what? We might have to run all of these joints, dog. This is very informational. Shout out to Reading Through History, bro, for providing this phenomenal content and honestly, this could be educational purposes too, bro. This is phenomenal. We definitely gonna come back with early 2000s, and then we're gonna look at some generations that I wasn't born in, bro. Y'all like these? Give it a thumbs up. Share it with your friends. Turn notifications on. Don't forget to go to Reading Through History and go subscribe to my guy, bro. He's providing this education for us, bro. On that note, I'm gonna get about this video. I love the love and support. And I thank y'all, bro. Shout out to the 90s, dog. All my 90s babies, stand up. I don't care where you at. You could be on a bus. You could be on a train. You driving on a bridge right now? Stand up, dog. You feel me? 90s babies, salute. I'm gonna see y'all next time, bro. Peace.